What's up everybody, I'm Jesse, this is my garage. We've been working on this car, the 300zx. As you can see, it is finally off the lift. That means I've got all the suspension put back together. We've got our control arms on there, our new brakes on there, new rotors on there, the wheel wells are painted, the subframe's painted, we got new subframe bushings. I mean, it is all out, decked out on new suspension. But it just still doesn't look right. The ride height's awesome. Our new lip is on there. For the most part, I still have a little bit more. I need to make that video where I actually install that thing for good. But I just can't deal with these wheels. The whole goal, the whole plan from the beginning was to get new wheels for this thing. And I think we've got them. I think I've got it all figured out. So I'm gonna work on getting those on, switching this thing around. It's kind of giving this an overall check out, make sure everything's tight. Let's put some new wheels on the 300zx. This is what we're gonna do. I've had them the whole time. I'm actually gonna take the wheels off of this car. I know this car is beautiful. I freaking hate to take the wheels off of this, but it's okay because in the end, we're getting new wheels for the 240. So this thing has a super wide body on it. Look at that, it's huge. You don't need to know what size it is. It's just super wide. I don't even remember what it is. I think it's like plus 55 over fenders on the rear. So what that means is we have a 9.5 plus 22 rim and tire combo on there, and I run a big spacer to fill out that body. So what actually needs to happen, instead of buying new tires for the 300 or buying new wheel and tire setup for the 300zx, the 240 actually needs wheels that fit better. So I'm gonna take these, since we have them already, put them on the 300zx. I'm sure you see where this is going already, and then I'm gonna get new wheels and tires for the 240SX. I figure if we're gonna spend the money, let's get some more aggressive fitting wheel and tire combo on the 240, spend the money on that, use these. They're already pretty much what we were going to order for this. And if we want to change it down the line, we can, but this can at least get us rocking and rolling now. So I'm going to take the wheels off of here, swap them onto here, and then we're going to see what it looks like, and it should look pretty cool. Alright, so these are coming along. I wanted to take a second to show you Hubcentric Rings. Now, if you watched my suspension video on top 5 parts, under $30 free suspension, I did mention these. They're not necessarily suspension, but they are for your wheels and tires. This ring right here is going to sit on the inside of your wheel like this. See how it fits perfectly in there. The inner diameter fits perfectly on your hub. That way your wheel will sit right here and there's not going to be any slop, and it's not centric on your lugs, it's centric on your hub. So just for this wheel and tire combination, 73 times 66.1. 66.1 is the Nissan hub standard for like your Skyline, 240, 300zx, all that stuff. So don't forget your Hubcentric rings are like $8, so it's worth it. Everybody just sleeps on it, but get those, put them on. Let's get back to it. All right, well, there they are. Our 18 by 9.5 plus 22. Now the tires are definitely a little bit smaller than I wanted. 300zx is a big car. It has big, massive wheel wells. There's the rear. I do like how opened up those rims are, letting us see all the goodies that we just installed and all the paint we just put down, all the hard work we did. But they're 225/40. Yeah, they're 225/40s on the front and rear. Now that was the setup I had on this car. The 240SX is smaller. Some people say don't go any bigger than 17s. These are 18s on the 240. I love the way they look. They look great on this car. I would have definitely went with probably at least a 235 on the rear, maybe even the front on the 300zx, if not like a 255 or 245 on the rear to give some more rubber. The tires that are on these rims are stretched. They're definitely stretched. I wanted that whole look and setup on the 240. On the 300ZX, I would probably go with a Meteor tire, but we'll run these for a little bit, see how I like them, and we'll go from there. All right, well, let me get the other two wheels and tires swapped onto this thing, and then we'll take it out so we can really get a feel for this thing. All right, well, the wheels are on there. I definitely like them. I'm not in love with this wheel and tire combo on this car, but there's this side. I think we're gonna keep it on there. It looks good, looks better than these guys. Sorry, OEM wheels, you're cool, but you're not that cool. Gonna continue with the plan to order new wheels and tires for this car. This guy's just gonna rock these wheels and tires for a while, and we're just gonna see how things progress. And what I need to do is, if you can see in there, yeah, the back of this thing is a mess. And I planned on putting it all back together, but time is just getting away from me. So you know what? We're just gonna go drive this thing around. I think that's more important. And get this thing washed. But this is literally freaking, it's ridiculous. That's all just to get to those bolts right there. But you know what? Look how dirty this is. That's freaking filthy. So while I have all the interior out, I am gonna clean it. But it does suck that you have to take that much interior out just to put coilovers in your car. So do it once, get it all adjusted right, because it's literally everything. And on a 2+2, you have to like remove some of the back seats too. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna wash this thing. I'm just gonna drive around with the interior all jacked up in the rear. Go from there. Driving this thing around now with the wheels and the tires and having a performance tire on here, I can feel that this thing needs to go to the alignment shop. It wasn't so bad with the those OEM tires or whatever, those OEM wheels tire setup, but this one is grabbing all over the place. So we're definitely going to get this to the alignment shop later on this week, but it handles awesome, super responsive. And then the ride quality is pretty good. We are on coilovers, we are lowered. I have the settings turned to all the way soft because this is, you know, it's kind of a comfort. This is a street car. It's not a drift car, it's not a track car. This is just built for comfort. A little, you know, some speed. We're gonna throw some speed in there, it's coming. But right now that's it. So I'm gonna take this thing, we're gonna go get it washed. Like I said, the interior is all tore apart back there, so I can't talk for any noises now because that stuff's clanking all around. But we'll get it put back together, get that cleaned up. Right now, let's go get this thing washed. All right, well, we just picked up a little gasket that I needed because when we took some of the exhaust apart, some of the gaskets were bad. But let's walk up on this 300ZX and really get a look at these new wheels. And I have to say, I like it. I like it a little bit more. Getting that full walk up on it, and oh, look, a little Evo right there. But getting the full effect of walking up on it, nice and clean, you know, different than when it's in the garage here, 6 feet away from it. So, all right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this adventure of the wheels on the 300ZX. Like I said, I think these are gonna stay on here for a little while. I'm gonna get some new wheels for the 240. Thank you for the wheels, 240. It is much appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one.